The problem with our government at the moment is we keep coming back to things which they believe can be dismissed as insignificant, like the DCMS committee. The DCMS committee is significant. As I said the other day, when we look at culture, that is how we measure the quality of our society. The quality of our society is disintegrating because we don't care. So Richard Sharp comes before the DCMS committee and he gives a second-rate performance because he doesn't care, because he doesn't think that his sort of questionable relationship with Boris and with Boris's relation and the questionable issue of Boris's loan, he doesn't think these things are important. Why? Because they're not important to him. And that really is the problem. If he can't see that these things are important, then why is he in a position of responsibility? You know, this comes down to the question about an elite. And we are suffering because it's them and us. Because our elite government has got out of control. Our elite parliament has got out of control. We need to bring this back under control. And that means there is only one standard. Can we trust these people who we have elected? Can we trust these people in positions of authority? It doesn't matter whether they have done or have not done, quote, something wrong or something against, quote, the rules. They make the rules. The question is about trust. And I personally do not trust the majority of these people who are hitting headlines. It doesn't matter whether they have kept the rules. As I say, they make them. It doesn't matter whether there are rules for Ofcom. They were made after a truncated committee hearing. They are the rules that people wanted, not the rules that should be there. Sharp, doesn't matter what grounds he acquired his position in the BBC. He was following rules that had been made by the elite. It doesn't matter about Zahawi's indiscretion about tax. He thought he was following the rules. Yeah, the rules that actually he made. It doesn't matter about Raab. Raab is following, quote, the rules. But at the same time, lots of people are suffering because of that. And the same thing with the rules about how much we can pay civil servants, how much we can pay people working in public companies, how much we can pay people who are working as nurses in the NHS, people who are working in the police force, people who are working as firefighters. The issue is what is right, not what is in the rules. As long as people who are making the rules are not looking about what is right, we need to change, we need to jumpstart the system. And that's not about another election. Another election is another election into the system. We need to have a rethink and a reset. And that is fairly simple. That is as simple as blinking. We need to switch back on the moral compass. We need to switch back on that moral center. Because that's what's switched off at the moment. And in its place are, quote, the rules that we have been making.